Since 1986, New Jersey students have had to pass a test to graduate high school, and recently, New Jersey has instituted a new assessment for graduation, the NJGPA. The New Jersey State Assembly has passed a bill to waive the graduation requirement for the class of 2023 due to the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. New Jersey Education Report spoke with Patricia Morgan of Jersey Can to discuss the NJGPA assessment and the current state of education in New Jersey.
As a parent, you're going to want a sense of how your child is doing. But as a state that's ranked nationally, often #1 in education, we also need to look at whether that education is truly excellent for all of our students. What we know is that there are longstanding equity and opportunity gaps across the state, and these were compounded by the COVID pandemic. And so these check-ins, the first assessments that have been done in over 2 years for our students, are creating a critical new baseline, a baseline from which educators, principals, superintendents, parents, state decision makers can work together to chart all of our students' education recovery.
Because of the disrupted educational experience of current high school juniors, parents may be concerned about where their children are as they get ready to graduate high school.
What I think is important for parents of 11th graders to keep in mind is that this is really the first check-in that students in high school will have had because of the pandemic. So encourage your students to take this test seriously, but know that it's a check-in and an opportunity to start a dialogue and a conversation with your student and the school as they're entering their final year of high school.
There are tremendous federal resources pouring into the state right now to help students with learning loss, and over 90% of those funds are going directly to local school districts. Patricia Morgan says parents should be made aware of how those federal COVID dollars are being spent in their own schools.
Parents need to be engaged on what the school-wide plan is, and parents and teachers need to use these assessments to have an honest conversation about where students are and how to get them to where they should be. I'd encourage parents, teachers, active community members, ask questions about where that money is going. This is a once-in-a-lifetime injection of significant fiscal resources that can be used to help our students. It cannot and must not be squandered. This is a moral imperative, and we all have an obligation to make sure that these funds are spent in a responsible way to help our students for their futures.